stepped onto Fullerton College campus, I was coming in for the Smart Saturday just to kind of check it out to see what was like going on, because I'm new and I didn't want to like be totally lost on the first day of school. So I walk up to this like canopy and it says theater on it. I'm like, beautiful. It's a club that I can join outside of my classes because I didn't have that many classes. And I walk up and I'm like, hey, how can I join this? They're like, we have auditions on Tuesday. It's not a club. It's like the theater program. They're like, we've got auditions in a couple days. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, why didn't anyone tell me? But I rush home because like now I've got to practice, now I've got a lot to do to prepare for Tuesday. And I rush home and I get like all the music that I know, all the theater music I know, and they tell me to bring something classical and contemporary. Man, I don't know what that means. I'm just like coming fresh out of high school, like I did a couple shows in high school, and I just kind of liked what it was. And they tell me something contemporary classical. Okay. And I find two songs. I find something that I'd sang a couple years ago, and then another thing that I thought it was kind of fun and it was cute. And I practice, and then all of a sudden, it feels like maybe like an hour. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and I walk into the Broadway and Dotson, and Timothy Espinosa comes up to you, and he's like, "You ready to dance?" I'm wearing something along the lines of this. And he's like, yeah, you ready to dance? Some ballet, some jazz? I'm like, no, I didn't sign up for dancing. This is not what I asked for. But obviously, like, you have to dance to be in theater. You've got to move at least a little bit. And I calm those nerves, and I settle down and I start learning the choreo that is being taught. And I start learning, and you know what? I'm not a dancer. I don't like to move. I like to park and bark. And I'm learning the choreo, and I'm doing terrible. I'm doing absolutely terrible. But it's okay, because you know what? As soon as dancing is over, we can go to lunch, and I can eat away the nerves that had just like festered in me. And it's like going by so slow, and you get your little time in the spotlight. And I didn't want that time in the spotlight. Not one bit did I want to be in front dancing, because I'm not good at choreo. But it's okay. And I get through it, and I go to lunch, and I eat, and then it's time to sing. And, oh Lord, is it time to sing. I wait, and it's just like a fun little waiting game until they call your name, and then I give my music to the pianist. And I'd never sang this song with just piano. I'd never sang it with just piano, and that made me very, very nervous, because I give him the music and I tell him where to start and stop, and I done messed it up. There was a part with the piano, I thought it was going to play something, and it didn't. And I looked at the pianist and I was like, terrified, because I thought that he messed up, but it was me. But it's okay, because I got a bunch of laughs out of the judges, and it, you know what, it was fine. But I went home that night, and Tim said that on Friday afternoon, the email would come out. And I had to wait like those 2.5 days. Felt like 4 years waiting for the email to come out. So I'm sitting, and I'm waiting, and I'm looking at my laptop, and I'm refreshing, just to wait for the email. And then it pops up, and it says, MT audition results. And I look, and I'm just like, I don't want to open it yet because I'm really nervous, but I don't want to open it. And then I click it, and I read it like 4 or 5 times, at least 4 or 5 times, just to make sure that I'm not gonna overreact and get like the wrong impression. But I read it, and then I'm jumping and I'm screaming and I'm running around the house because I made it into the MT program. And I was just like absolutely ecstatic that there was something that I loved that was like able to be a actual part of my life. Because like if you don't make it into the MT program, like it'll be really hard to actually make it into theater like later in life. But I made it, and I already finished my first semester. We did all contemporary last semester, and it was just like perfect for me. Like we learned a lot of new dancing. I've improved so much in the last like 4 months, and now we're doing classical stuff, and now I actually know what contemporary classical mean. and now it's just like, it's just perfect, and I'm so excited to see where this program will take me.